Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenny and I make lifestyle content that includes fashion, food and my favourite way to pass the time, books. Happy Saturday to you. I hope you're having a good start to the weekend. I was lucky enough to get away a few weeks ago to Winchester for a few days. We stayed at a very nice hotel which had a really good restaurant there. The food was fantastic and there was a nice spa area as well with swimming pool, sauna, steam room, jacuzzi. But before using all of that, we had a nice day wandering around the city. There's quite a bit to see in Winchester. I love how historic the place looks. The architecture had examples of every century since, I think, the Dark Ages. That may be pushing it, but it was fascinating to see castles next to Regency. My standout site was the cathedral, awe-inspiring, but there's also the house where Jane Austen died, the Great Hall that was part of a castle that also holds the round table that was designed around Arthur and his Knights of Camelot. There is castle ruins of Wolseley Castle, but unfortunately they were shut the day that we went. But we did get to see an overview of them from the high standing point. There's a big hill that you walk up and you could see the city laid out before you, which is lovely. There was also a few lovely bookshops and a fantastic second-hand bookshop in the Old Mill, which is owned by the National Trust and is free to enter. Plus they do a nice cafe there to stop for a bite to eat. I would say it was well worth the visit. On the way back we stopped off at Jane Austen's house, which was a fantastic experience. All the tickets we bought are actually yearly entries, so we may return as we took the train from London. It was London Waterloo Station we went from, and it's only an hour's journey, so it would be really nice to go back. So I'll put in a montage of our time in Winchester.
Say you love me, say you don't. Just give me something so I can move on. Pull me closer or push me away. Let me know if we'll be okay. 'Cause I can't stand another moment of you playing with my mind. I'm so tired of never knowing, so spell it out. 'Cause I won't stay awake till morning, I won't stay another night. If you're feeling something for me, say it now. 'Cause I can't wait for you forever. 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 I've been patient with your love. Sometimes you don't show it enough. And I wish you could open up and take my worry in and make it stop. 'Cause I can't stand another moment of you playing with my mind. I'm so tired of never knowing, so spell it 'cause I can't wait for you forever. 'Cause I can't wait for you forever. I can't wait. 'Cause I can't wait for you forever. Forever. 'Cause I can't wait for you forever. Cause I can't wait for you forever. Cause I can't wait for you forever.
Hope you enjoyed that little montage. It was a lovely stay there, and I would definitely recommend it, especially if you're a Jane Austen fan. There was a lot of Jane Austen history in that area. But now let's get on with today, and I thought I would just do a little outfit of the day for you first. So this is my outfit of the day. It's nice and comfortable. It's relatively warm out today, so I'm debating whether I'll wear tights with it or not. We are going to a cinema this evening, so it'll be comfortable to wear in the cinema. But I'm just wondering, in the evening, will I get a bit cold? I'll probably put tights with it. But this is my outfit for today. And over here, I am deciding what I'm going to wear for the rest of the week. So I'm in 3 days next week to work. I know, I'm a part-timer. And I just want to figure out some outfits I could wear on the days that I'm in work, just because I work early mornings on a Tuesday and a Friday and a late afternoon on Thursday, so it's not such a big deal, the Thursday one, but I just like to be up early, know what I'm wearing, and it's all sorted and arranged, and at the weekend it's just easier to sort out, so I thought that's something else I will do. So I'm going to go for an all black outfit. I don't know whether I'll wear it Tuesday morning or Thursday afternoon. It depends how I feel, but what I'm thinking is that because I don't know what the weather's going to be like, it's better to wear layers. So if it's warmer, I can just throw over a blazer with this, but if not, I've got some lightweight knits that I can just layer on top of that and then put on a jacket or a blazer over the top of that. So I'll just show you the jumpers. So these are the lightweight knits. It's really thin knitted material, so it's not going to add too much warmth. But so again, did exactly the same theory. Got white jeans, white bodysuit, and then I'll just layer up either with a jumper or a jacket, blazer. So this is going to be Friday's outfit. Very simple and easy to wear, just a denim dress. So it's the next day, and the cinema last night was lovely. It was built in 1908 and it risked being demolished, but the locals saved it by investing into it, and I'm so glad they did. It was a really lovely experience. In my local town, it was actually created in the 1930s, and our Art Deco cinema was demolished in the 1960s. So there's few examples left in town of the original 1930s buildings, which is a real shame. Anyway, my friend booked a table for us, so we had some drinks and snacks while the film played. The film we watched was Bridget Jones' Mad About the Boy. Very funny in places and extremely sad in others. She's experienced a lot of loss in a short space of time and has to navigate her new life and her children's life through this grief. It's a good movie, but certainly not a light-hearted one as the early ones were. And I suppose that's the issue with continuing these types of genres, like with Sex and the City. They have to admit that there is no happy ever after. You just have to adapt your happiness to the moment of where you are in your life. I spoke last week about Jane Austen's bookshelf, and the authors mentioned made me very enthusiastic to read their work. So this week I've been reading Evelina by Frances Burney. It's a very easy read considering how old the book is. Its format is in letters, predominantly from Evelina to her guardian, Mr. Villiers. Evelina is the granddaughter of Mr. Villiers' previous ward, who was taken to France by her mother, Madame Duvel. The reader is informed that she is a terrible person, a terrible mother. She forced her daughter to marry, and from that marriage, Evelina was born. But her mother died in childbirth. Therefore, Mr. Villiers is cautious when Madame Duvel turns up and sends Evelina to a Mrs. Mervyn's who takes good care of her. However, Madame Duvel turns up and ingratiates herself with this group of people. There's also the head of the family, the Mervyn family, who is called Captain, who is described constantly by his gross behaviour, meaning he's impolite. There's some very funny scenes between Madame Duvel and the Captain. If you enjoy Jane Austen, this is definitely a book to read. You realise how much this novel in particular influenced Jane Austen's work. There's even a Willoughby character in it who is a lech. It perhaps lacks the sophistication of Jane Austen. The characters don't hold true to the social manners of the time. Only Evelina does. And when she gets it wrong, she gets herself into a state. So Frances Burney isn't subtle with these characters. They are wrong uns, and by their very nature to abide by social niceties. Jane Austen is far more hidden in the words that the characters speak. The only time it's made plain of disrespect to another is when Emma jokes, I think it's Mrs. Bates, couldn't limit herself to 3 foolish things to say, and it's why she is so heavily chastised for it. In Evelina, there's no ambiguity. You know the Captain is being disrespectful, and you know Willoughby is being intimidating and aggressively pursuing Evelina. And Evelina is still trying to be polite and not able to tell him to, shove off. Yeah, really good read. And I'm so glad that I was inspired. So the next book I'm going to try is Anne Radcliffe's Udolpho. I think it's The Mysteries of Udolpho. I'm going to give that a go because I was really blown away by how much I enjoyed Frances Burney's Eveline. And that is everything. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've had a lovely weekend, and I will see you next week. Goodbye.